Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Textile Tuesday. And boy, do we have some textiles for you. Gemma's in the corner. Hello, Gemma.
I am. Good morning.
She is. How are you?
Tired. So tired. Mr. Thomas has a bad back.
Oh.
Which means...
Say no more. Everybody else
has to know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed that hugely. So today we have got an amazing show for you. Literally one of the names of the fabrics. Amazing. It's all about the llamas. It's fair to say that when we saw these fabrics, I might have let out a small squeal of excitement, ordered everything, and then showed Gemma, who then also let out a similar squeal of excitement, and then it took ages for them to arrive. So we've had months and months of excitement, all llama based.
I was going to say quite a few llama related puns.
Many a llama related pun. So we're very, very, very excited for that. Not only that, but we have a new bag design here. You can see I do love a round handle bag. I do, but I wanted it roomy. So I've made it a different shape. Done all sorts of different things. And I love it. This is out of the Ruby Star linen. So if you want something that's got a bit more texture, a little bit more, just a little bit more woof, then go for that. But you can equally make it out of cotton. That was one of our beautiful tildes from yesterday. Now, I was going to half meter heaven this, but then I accidentally put it next to one of Lisa Chandler's fabrics, which is the Hampton stripe.
Yes. Oh, special.
Check that out. So what you have, I'm just going to do a little close up. It's fair to say that the room has been divided over the octopuses.
I love them.
I absolutely love them.
The metallic
Absolutely love
octopuses,
them.
what's not to love?
I know.
Hang on, is it octopuses? I think it is, and everyone thinks it's octopi.
Pie, but it's not.
No.
It's actually octopuses.
There we go then.
And just, I've stuffed it with a bit of stuff in there just to bulk it out for you, so you can see what it looks like when it's got stuff in. But yeah, I was like, hang on a minute. It's got all the gold, the black, and everything. That is what I need in my life. And because we've got some graphite coloured handles as well. So actually doing this one, Gemma, made me change my pattern for the 4th time, because I decided that I actually needed to see a little bit more of whatever contrast fabric was there. These are fully reversible bags. As a mother of small people who enjoy ice cream, it makes sense.
It really does.
Having spent a weekend at things like parties in the park and local agricultural shows, all at which ice cream is readily available, and other items that stain, drop. And that's just me, that's not the kids.
I was going to say...
To be fair, I can't always blame them. It's nice to then be able to be clean, pretend that, you've got your stuff together, and turn it inside out and be like, ta-da, look at me. So yeah, that...
Sylv's with us, and she says, morning, I love llamas.
Amazing.
All the
love for the llamas. Jem, did we end up putting that up by the half meter, the beautiful...
Yeah.
So it's another Ruby Star fabric. It's the only one out of that collection I went for.
Don't spoil you all.
And then, Gemma, there were the mushrooms.
Yes.
That's another Ruby Star one. And I need to ask your opinion before we get going, right? I've wanted to make one of the Japanese knot bags forever, and this morning I just came in, I felt moved to make one, Gemma, because of the mushrooms.
I've wanted one for such a long time.
I know, me too. And then I saw this and I'm like, I've got to make one. And actually, no, it's quite easy. It's not, working out the pattern, I have to say, gave me a bit of a headache, but I'm glad I've done it now. Do you want, when I bring this to air, it's like a little teaser, isn't it? Do you want this in several sizes or just the one? Is that going to be enough for you?
I do love a big one. You know me, I'll always want a big one. Can we have both, please?
And there we are.
Come on, everyone, please vote the same.
Vote for the big one.
Please tell me that you also, just
Love a
as
big
I
one.
do, love a big one.
Amazing. We'll find out that poll. I'm sure. You see, if SJ wasn't sunning herself in, where is she? St. Lucia or somewhere?
She's in the
Seychelles.
Seychelles.
If she wasn't sunning herself in the Seychelles, she'd be able to do one of those like.
She has shown me, I think, once. I could probably try and work out how to do a poll.
Yeah,
Not
I know,
sure as
but
Facebook are going to take to.
Do you
who
love a
loves
big one? Yes or no?
I don't think they're going to take that
No.
well.
No, that's not going to end well, is it? Anywhere along the line.
Natasha, it's like literally 10:05, and we've already sunk to these.
Lowered every tone, everywhere. Sorry.
Sorry.
So you're enjoying your porridge. Probably the worst food to think of. Right. What about this panel? Let's think about the panel, Gemma. The panel.
I shrieked with joy. So
Is it because it's got a
folded
cockatoo on it?
It has got a cockatoo on it. It's folded in half, and you only see the bottom half on the bolt.
So Gemma thought I'd just bought fabric like that.
And
to be fair, I have.
We were all raving about it, and I said, OMG, this needs to be a dress. It needs to be a fabulous halter-neck dress for a holiday.
Hang on.
Then...
Hang on. I have to tell you, Karen's at Morrison's. I should be going nuts
Oh.
for this. This comes in 18... It comes in yards.
18-inch
so
increments.
18-inch increments. That is the pattern repeat.
Half yard, yeah.
Because otherwise you're going to cut a cockatoo in half.
It's not okay.
And what happens if you don't have two? Just the one.
No.
He's got a toucan. Toucan play that game.
Oh, can we stop? It's fantastic round here today. This is ridiculous. Sorry, everyone. We will start to behave. Oh dear. We
Maybe
were like this at school.
Shortly.
We've not changed.
Yeah, but Gemma, we haven't grown up either.
No.
Is that...
Kim says, I'm with Gemma. Big one, please.
Aye.
And Judy says, it's not small. It's just far away.
That's it. It was like our photos, Gemma.
Yes. Yes.
My head is not big. You are simply further away. Let me show you this. Because Gemma made me buy it. Make your own felt llama.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, not sorry. What a great little gift. I love it.
You wouldn't be giving it to anyone, Gemma. Don't even pretend.
No, I love all boho things. So I'd make him up. In fact, I'm hoping they don't all go so I can have one. But make him up and have him hanging somewhere in like my garden with all my boho bits. And it'd be great.
Oh, hang on. Why is he getting relegated to the garden? Can't he go on like a knob in your kitchen?
I'm about to have my garden done.
I
So
know,
my
I know,
garden
I know.
is like an extension to my house. I've bought vases and trays.
I know you're about to have it all done.
it's gonna
But
be
why does it?
super
What happens if it
boho-tastic.
rains on him? Are you gonna?
Oh no, he goes out there
Okay.
like when I'm entertaining, and then he'll come and hang in the kitchen.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Or where I've got my Tilda giraffe
Just
in the
checking.
kitchen. He sits on top of the.
Was he your giraffe,
KitchenAid.
or did
No,
I
he's
actually
Megan's. I might
give
have
him to
stolen
Megan?
him.
Yeah.
But he sits on top of the KitchenAid at the breakfast bar and chats to everyone as they have their breakfast.
My
So
this, my
it's
that.
fine.
Right. You know the Emily. Okay. So you know we had the double-edged border for the Lewis and Irene for the Jubilee.
Beautiful.
And Emily got very excited because she had one of the one of her pillowcase dresses out of it, and the ultimate was when she discovered that she was the only one that had one. She said, "I bet Aurora would like one."
Oh,
Right, I bet Aurora would love one. However, I'm not making it. But what if Emily had one out of the llama caravan?
Which makes me sing Caravan of Love
Yes, me
incidentally.
too,
I've
me
been
too,
singing
me
it
too.
every time I've had to handle these fabrics.
Which would be amazing.
Amazing.
An amazing llama caravan
Aw.
of love. This is a 60 centimetre repeat, so we are selling it by the 60 centimetres increment.
No one wants to be chopping up a llama.
No one wants to be doing that. It would be rude. I just love them. You wanted some llama-based facts, didn't you? I mean, they are part of the cameloid family.
They are.
Just so that you know.
They are.
I don't know that much about llamas, but I'm
Well-
very au fait with an alpaca.
On that front.
Because I can trim alpaca's feet and everything.
Oh, you're so multi-talented.
It's a skill.
Multi-talented.
It's a skill. They're very similar to sheep's feet.
Okay, good.
So when I used to trim a sheep's feet, my next door neighbour who had a whole herd of alpacas,
Yeah.
they poo in piles.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so it makes them really
Beautiful.
easy to tidy up after.
Nice.
I
love
she
the
used to get
way-
me to pop over and just do their feet as
You're
well
so
while I
good
had
with
me.
hooves. It's a brilliant thing.
Horses' hooves, can trim them.
I mean, and there was me at London Fashion Week doing nails for supermodels backstage and working for Tom Ford, and you, however, in a field doing some hooves.
I know, right?
Oh, it's just so in alignment, isn't it?
You are living the dream. Yours are jewels, not tools.
No,
You
this
try
is
telling
so
that to a
true.
horse.
Yeah, this is very
It's a
true.
tool.
Evie says
Surely
she
a
loves a
tool.
big one too.
Amazing.
And on the front of our lovely puns, Christine's enjoying them clearly. She says, Natasha, Gemma, alpaca your bags.
I love that.
Christine. Nice
Oh,
one.
Christine.
I feel she just one-upmanship.
Yeah, no, she totally blew everything out of the water
killed
for us
all
then.
our puns. Well done.
Oh,
That
good
was
job.
an absolute
Good job. Do
sterling
you want to
effort.
see some of these then? I'm going to start with the one that is called Amazing. I don't know why I have to do like weird.
Oh, everyone's
jazz hands
suggesting
and-
we put the llama on the rear view mirror in the car. I'm not sure as I get away with that. Plus, imagine him blowing around in the wind when the roof's down. No. But otherwise, he could go on your rear view mirror. Yes, you're quite right. He'd look great.
But look, they've got knitwear. This is Inga's colour, isn't it?
This, and it's Inga all over because she loves her knitwear.
She does.
is
She
the
loves
most
it. She loves a
phenomenal
knitted
knitter.
hat. She's made my kids some amazing hats.
She
They
just
love
makes
them.
amazing things in general.
This is called
Tassel.
tassel. I think it's the tassely end bits,
It's like the
pom-pommy bit.
end view
Oh,
of
so-
the tassel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that. But it's really lovely because these colours are unusual. They're going to be quite tricky to match with plains, I think. So you want to be getting your matching ones with this. And just look. So what I'm looking for is that contrast for when I do my bag. But also this is just a lovely, lovely ditzy, really.
It did look amazing.
And the beautiful thing about it is they come in all the colours. Look at them. They have the best eyelashes.
They do.
I don't know, and that has been well documented here. I'm just going to show you the, here we go. Look at them.
I love this colourway as well. In fact, I think they're beautiful. They blend together, these three colourways, so well. So you've got the cloud,
Ooh.
with the three main colourways. You have the confection, which is your pink, and then eggplant, because it's a real sort of plummy,
Yeah, it's a
browny tone.
plummy
It's
brown, isn't it?
gorgeous.
Proper eggplant, and there you go. So confection, what do we call that one?
Cloud.
Cloud, and then I want to say
Eggplant.
chocolate, but it's eggplant.
So those are your three
Only because I'm still
main
thinking confection
tones.
there. They are your main tones, but because I mean, look, his pom-poms are in the cloud,
Yeah.
so you can mix and match them through.
And then the other prints are accents within. Gorgeous.
They are. They really are. I'm enjoying them hugely, I have to say.
I was having a little look through the Sewing Bee book last night.
Right, and what would you be making out of these?
There were some fabulous tops, but there was one really brilliant shell sort of vest that
Oh, the shell
it would be
vest.
really nice in a linen anyway. So I'm eyeing up the Ruby Stars for that. But again, these especially these ethnic prints. When you've got the what was the one called? Ethnic foulard, wasn't it?
Ethnic what?
You'll come to it in a bit. You will. You will.
I'm back on my tassels again.
Oh, you
I
are.
love the tassels.
Tassels in brown.
Tassels in brown. Not
Nice.
eggplant this time.
No.
Hang on, is it this one?
No, that
Oh
one.
no, this is
is
Highlands.
Highlands, yeah.
In iris. Highlands, lowlands. You've got a few cacti in there. Love it.
Ali B's joined us briefly. She says, "Good morning, Natasha
Morning,
Makes Family.
Ali B.
I will be with you for a little while, but I have a friend coming over who wants a favour."
Oh.
Sounds ominous, doesn't it?
Oh.
She also has made a
Oh.
very good point about our little hangy-uppy felt llamas.
Yeah.
So they're brilliant in your caravan when used with a few drops of citrus oil because they dissuade mosquitoes. So any little
Oh,
space
nice.
where you might have a bitey insect, that
Oh, you
sounds
don't
like
want
a
a bitey
great
insect.
plan.
Veda, if you keep losing the sound and everything, just go back 10 seconds.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. And then it should flow more nicely. Oh, yeah. Up here for thinking, down there for dancing, Alison. And check these out. I love their sort of geometric-y prints.
Gorgeous.
but in beautiful, beautiful, really warm, rich tones. And this is got similar colours to the old alpacas, llamas. Must stop calling them alpacas. Gemma, I am having a bit of a problem this morning.
Oh.
Don't say anything. Because I don't really know which ones to do my demo in.
I mean, this is a regular problem, but it's especially bad today. Normally,
This morning it's a real issue for
normally,
me.
as long as you've had a few of us say, yeah, do this or this, then you're fine. But today it's really befuddling you, isn't it?
Well, yeah, because I'm not going to lie, I am tempted to do it in this and then have just a little row of faces.
It would be cute. We've just got to get them the right way up because they'll turn the other way up, so they'll be inside out. Yeah.
No, okay, it's a really bad idea. Don't do that.
Well, the row of the caravan.
So do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, the caravan would be fine.
The
and
caravan
then,
would be fine on the outer, and then you
and
just
then
need
I
something
could
that's
match.
non-directional on the
I
inside.
could match that fabric because I've got that just as a normal fabric, and I could have that along the top.
Nice.
But then look at the faces. Look at the faces.
The faces are.
How could you say no
cute.
to those faces? And also, well, would I have to do Emily a matching dress? All the questions in all the world
see?
going on for me today. I just don't know. And it
So
really
then-
doesn't matter.
Then
which
do
order
you
I
want
put
to
these
do
back
her
in.
the bag in the confection colourway of the faces that's in your hand? And then she could have a dress in the cloud so that it's not too matchy, but it's goes together.
Do you know what?
So
all of these
tricky,
things, when you
so
have girls,
tricky.
it's tricky. Whereas Freddie will just love an octopus.
Yeah.
I won't give it to Emily because she'll probably tell me that he speaks French.
Oh, yes.
Do you remember that debacle?
I do. I don't like him, Mummy. I don't like him.
Why do you not like the octopus? Because he speaks
spoke French to me.
Like, right. And
Spoke
what did he
French to
say
Emily.
to you?
What did he say, Emily?
Bonjour, ça va?
Comment ça va?
Comment ça va?
Comment
That's it.
ça va? I said,
Like,
well, that's
what?
nice. He's asking how you are. He's a very polite octopus. I don't
Not.
like him saying it to me. You can't persuade her some days. Doesn't matter how
do
nice
you know
someone
what?
is.
Every day at the moment.
It doesn't matter how nice someone
No.
is. Some days she just can't be persuaded. Poor John fell foul of that, didn't he?
He did. Get that
Lovely
man
John
out of my
Cole
house.
Morgan. I don't like him, Mummy. Oh, good.
Who is this man? I
Lovely
do not
John.
like him.
Lovely, lovely John.
Llama Fiesta in eggplant. Which was fun when we went to his party and she had to swallow all of that.
Yeah, because she now actually likes him.
She does like him, and also because he's got that lovely deep pile carpet on his hall that my
Yes.
kids basically use as an etch-a-sketch.
Yes.
They then went to Vicky's party at the weekend.
Oh,
do you
that was so cute. I went in the kitchen and little Emily's there chuntering away. Poor Vicky's like, I'm not really understanding what you want, Emily.
She
Where
thinks
is-
now that everyone
Yes.
should have that at every part that it's just a
Yeah.
thing at a party that you have a carpet
Where
that kids
is-
can do snow
Where
angels
is the
on.
the special blanket for the snow angels? Like blanket. I said, you mean rug? And she went, yes. Where is the special carpet rug for the snow angels?
This one.
And I said, oh, Vicky doesn't have one of those, darling. But poor Vicky
She
was
was-
still none the wiser. I had to explain.
No, I know. It was all very confusing
But
for us
John
all.
has very much, he's upped the game on what is expected at a party now.
At a party, I know my
Yeah.
children wish to have fabulous rugs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just piling up fabulous
Just
fabrics. I love this
choose.
one. I'd just like to say, I do love this one. I might have that as my. Oh, decisions. One last one to show you, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. And that's that one in the orange. All your earthy tones today, aren't they?
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Lovely.
Fabulous. So, decisions as to what to do with what. Gemma.
It's
gonna
not
be-
the easiest
It's
decision.
not an easy
that's the
decision to
thing.
make. It's not an easy decision to make today. Oh. Oh. What? I realise that I am just, like you say,
There's lots of noise.
chuntering to myself quite merrily. But look at those two together. You see, they're rather fabulous as well, aren't they, together? But then so are those rather fabulous together. Hang on, let me get my handles out. Oh, well, it looks rather good with that, doesn't it? I'm going to do it out of the panel. She's not going to get another dress. She can get a bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Decision made. I will cut it at 60 centimetres.
Great.
I know you've got the eye on the extra 10 centimetres,
do.
haven't you?
Yeah.
Would you like to tell everyone what you're going to make from it?
I can always do something with 10 centimetres. I suspect I might make llama-based pin cushions or something. Something. But I'll find a use for 10 centimetres, not a bother.
Come on then. Let's have a look at this then, shall we? Because an extra inch on there is going to take me to about there. Has this already been cut, Jem?
Oh, that's a very good question. I think Jane's... Can you hear her clip-clopping? Is she heading this way?
I think it should go from there.
It was a 24-inch... Well, a 60 centimetre repeat, so...
And is that what it said in the bumps it?
Yeah. But we'd worked it out so that we wouldn't be chopping any llamas in half, is the idea. But of course, on a double-edged border, it's not the easiest. Yes, I think that's about right, isn't it?
To that. Or should these two be the middle of it?
Well, when you look on the other side, they're different, so you can't...
What?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, so we worked that out. Because I did look at whether we didn't want to separate any pairs, but that's not a thing.
So if I go...
Yes, you shouldn't be
through
cutting
there.
anyone in half.
Hang on. So that basically to there will mean that yes, so it needs to go through these. I feel like I'm breaking up the party.
And then on your other side, though, if you put your hand there and then flip it.
Oh, there they are.
But if you flip
that's
it where the join is, where your hand is,
No,
and you'll
it's
see where
fine.
they are.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Should be fine.
Just checking. Just checking, everyone.
You see, we are this attentive to our fabrics, everyone.
Half the day goes by with us going, well,
lot.
which llamas?
And it can't always be done with every print. We do try, especially when it's a border print, we do try our best.
It's done.
To
I am committed.
Position.
That's it. And that's it. And now I need... So do I match this one down here or do I go for something completely different?
I think you need a fabulous ditzy of some description.
Yeah. Do I go light or dark?
Well, it's reversible, so you need to think about what you'll be happy to have on the outside if Mims throws
well, I
something all
know,
over
that's
the
just
outer.
it, isn't it? When she
What she
throws
will like.
stuff at me.
Yeah.
What if I go for this one but in a different colour? Or what if I go for... Oh, do you know what? Do you know what I'm going to do? Shall I go for that one? What do you think?
Gorgeous.
Or is that a bit dark? I don't know. Decisions. Hang on a minute. Oh, it's a tricky one today, isn't it? I know. I am going to... You see, the trouble is Emily likes pink stuff.
She does.
But today she can have... What about orange up there?
I think the orange would look great.
Because it's... yes. Oh, decisions. I think any of them are going to look amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. No, you've got those flowers there. Hang on, Jem. I just audition everything.
Well, you know, we're just...
Oh, no, look. That's going to pick out those flowers.
Great.
That's nice.
She'll like that.
Well, it's also it's thinking who you're making for, isn't it? Like if I were making for me, I'd probably have gone with the orange, but I know that orange isn't Emily's favourite colour.
No.
But she does love a flower, and that picks out the flowers, doesn't it? Right. Okay. Decisions made. Sorry, everyone. Probably.
Talk amongst yourselves. It's the only thing to be done.
I will get there. Right. Let's get that out of the way. Oh, so Gemma, shall we tell everyone about the beach bag pattern bundle thing that we've re-enlivened? A little while ago, we had a deal whereby you got a metre of Styleville fix, you got 2 designer half meters, and we whacked in the pattern for free for the beach bag.
Yes, we did.
Now. I've put the instructions somewhere. Oh, here we go. So you get these free. So basically, if you want to get another bundle, you're still not paying for the pattern, so it doesn't matter if you have more than one pattern.
Gift the pattern.
But we had sold out because we were really conservative in our loading because we didn't quite trust the amounts on the bolts. No. So it means that we've got a couple more of the elephants with that gorgeous Tim Holtz. We have got a couple more of the fabulous banana leaf. All of these sold out, by the way. And we've got one more. And this is the last half. Look at that. Just look at that. For your beach bag, goodness.
Got some new ones as well. Some new ones.
And then we've got, I think, 2 more of this. I can make 2 more of this.
Oh, look.
And then we've got a couple more of those and only one.
It's a real challenge to choose a favourite with this, I'm
afraid.
I
know. But imagine that's your beach bag. I almost didn't want to load it. Almost didn't get loaded. It's like, I really want that for me. So they are re-enlivened, and you get your metre of Starvolvix. You're going to have Starvolvix left over from these, by the way. So they're the ones that are re-enlivened because we finally got around to cutting up the end of the bolts and managed to make a couple more. Now, colourways very similar to, but not the same. We didn't have exactly the same one that went with this one. We had the Luscious, but do you know what, Gemma? I went a delving in the cave.
Oh.
Look what I came up with.
What a joyous moment you can have.
I know, because look, it's just absolute. I couldn't have pulled a better fabric. Look at that.
No.
Isn't it brilliant?
Great.
Just brilliant. And then with the banana trees.
Banana leaf, yeah.
Banana leaf. Look, I found the chips.
I always want to say banana tree as well.
I found the chips and I thought that was lovely. And then we had a couple more of the contrast cactus flower. And look, this is out of the new caves. Look how perfectly they work together. I was like, ooh, and yes, please. So if you'd like some of those, they are loaded again. You will get the pattern for free. If you've already got the pattern and you don't want it again, just, write us a little note, that's fine. Or give it to a friend. You could do that thing, couldn't you?
Definitely.
Like a pay it forward
Great
thing.
Gift.
I forgot about those. There we go. So that, and of course your metre of Starvolvix as well. Right, should we get on and make this bag?
Why not?
Should we do that? Because it is, I know I've waffled. I know that there has been an element of chat this morning. Shock horror. I feel like when I've done shows on like big TV, I feel like it's quite a treat to chat. This isn't going to be available as a download before you get all excited. And the reason for that is that there is a template and you have to chop it up and cut it together. I've stuck it together with my tape, with my washi tape. All right. So with your fabric, just as it comes off the bolt like that, fold it in half. Same with this one. Fold it in half. There it is. And line up your folds. Gemma, is this longer than 44 inches? The panel?
Don't know. I'm not sure. Is the bolt bigger? Bolt's behind you, isn't it? So it's got a chunky salvage on it.
Oh no, just fold it the wrong way.
Oh, that'll be that then.
That's why.
Yeah.
Good spot. Well done, me.
I didn't notice there being a bigger bolt.
No, I'm just going to give that a quick press. So, it's not actually difficult. Just fold your fabrics the right way.
Pop them on the right way and you'll be fine.
And so that you have got them with all the folds one end. See what I mean? All the folds one end. Folds. Folds. Okay? Because look, you've got a fold line. There. You're going to put that on there. Gemma, are you going to be able to do something with that lone alpaca there?
Oh,
llama, whatever it is.
Look. Let's see.
Let's see, shall we?
He's cute, isn't he?
Let's just see. So, we're going to line those up. If you want to cut these individually, then do. But it just means then that all my cutting's done. Quite like that, Gem. Do you like all my cutting to be done? I've tried to make this pattern super, super easy for you.
I mean, you've done enough making of it. It's been a process, hasn't it?
I think that is the nice way to describe it. I've had a couple of patterns that are similar that I absolutely love, but there were just a few things I wanted a little bit different because I'm a bit demanding, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it's fine.
And that's okay because, you know, my kids have used
stuff.
these patterns, have used these bags, the round handled bags, and absolutely love them, but I'm like, I just want them to be a bit roomier. I wanted it to have that boxed bottom. That was what I kept coming back to. It's like, I want a box bottom, I want it roomy so I can put their lunch bags and boxes in there. and then, here we go. So I also wanted it to be really easy for you at home to cut out. Hey up, which after now. And across we go there. Okay, so that is all of your cutting out. Done, 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 done. And again, done, right? So we now have your outer and your inner. All right, we're going to readjust them so they are right sides together, like so. Do you know what, actually, these would be a really lovely make for school fetes and things as well.
Definitely.
You don't want to throw your pattern away yet. Turn that over there. Dink, dink, dink. Now, you need this. And what I would highly suggest you do at C here is just flip it and mark C on the other side. Okay. And then with your pattern, you're going to mark C there, flip it, flip it, flip it. Mark C there, and again on your lining. Everything you're doing to outer, you're doing to your lining as well. There we go. And so we are going to sew along down there, along there, and up there. What am I going to mark, Gemma? A turning through gap.
Well, I hope so.
For myself. Yes.
Can't be forgetting that now, can we?
Do you know what I have to admit to? And I will admit to you guys, I'll be honest with you guys, I haven't actually sewn up any of my turning through gaps yet. Do you know why? Because I can't do it. If I want it to be fully reversible, I've got to do it by hand. I've got to actually stitch through. And some of the prototypes I have already promised as gifts to people. I'm just, excuse the view, I'm just getting myself some thread that's going to work. What colour, Gemma? What colour, what colour, what colour? Ooh. I've got, because you want that contrast thread, but yes, there we are. That's the one. Thank you, Orifil. Orifil always knows what I need. It does, Gem. It knows.
Good-o.
Yeah. Whoop. Where's it gone? Dropped it. Hurrah. Righto. And then around we go. So while I just thread up my machine, is everybody okay? Is everybody happy?
I'm just trying to find out.
Oh, fabulous. I really need to clean my machine. There we go. Do you know what I love about Cheeky is how quick and easy it is to just rethread. Like bosh, it's done. Gemma, they are your llama scraps. Make something fabulous. There you go.
Thanks.
Now I'm going to sew from C around, as previously discussed. There we are. And I'm going to do it on this one. Oh, okay, but can I just say, when you start, 1/4 inch by the way, or if you want to make it slightly more, you can do 7mm if you want. Forward and back, but do make sure it's going to have a bit of welly. that pivotal point. That is your pivotal point where the bag opens. So you want to make sure that you do start and stop there quite nicely. Spin it around, go along that base. It's all about the base. Whee! I forgot that I'd got my foot pedal, Gemma, all programmed so that when I go on the heel of it, it cuts my thread.
Hang on, everyone's saying stop and turn the panel. What's going on? Turn the panel, stop. Turn the bottom panel. Your main fabric isn't right sides together.
It's not right sides together. You're right. I did it with all the other ones. Well done, everyone.
I couldn't get Facebook to load for a minute there. That's why I couldn't see those comments. And I was like,
I really thought I turned it. It was the other one I turned,
I wasn't
wasn't it?
looking at you either. I was just getting stressy, like, why can't I see everybody?
What's going on? Well done, everybody.
Phew.
Well
I
done,
got them
well
right
done.
at the right time,
Stop,
didn't I?
turn, stop, turn. Jim, are you busy?
Well, you know, I'm guessing you want me unpicking.
Yes, please.
Unpicker required, lol, says Jane.
Yeah, right. There you
Yes.
go. I'll give
Quite
that
right,
to
Jane.
you. And I will just, so I'm going to double check that. Do you know what? How many times do we do that? Well, me, quite a lot. Come on, Jem, you can come on in and flaff your fabulous caftany thing.
Wafty waft.
Waftity waft. Look at her. She's all wafty caftany up at the minute, aren't you?
Yes.
It's lovely. It's a beautiful wafty thing.
You love a wafty thing.
I do love a wafty thing. They're just easy to wear, aren't they?
Well, I said to Inga, I've had very little sleep and I'm feeling a bit grumpy and I just wanted something that I could flail my arms around, you know, a la Kevin the Teenager, and look like it's intentional wafting rather than just general loss of control of the arms because I'm cross.
You were quite cross this morning.
Just tired.
You were just tired and grumpy.
Tired and grumpy.
And that's okay.
Sorry, everyone.
You're allowed to be. We all get that way sometimes.
It's permitted.
And then when that happens, I generally sew things around the wrong way.
Is it my fault?
Huh?
Is that where we're going now? My fault.
No, I said when I get that way.
Oh, when you're tired and grumpy.
When I'm tired and grumpy. Not
So
when you're tired and grumpy. You being tired and grumpy.
Incredibly tired yesterday on the basis that you had a Freddie with a sore ear and Emily that hadn't slept as well. How is the state of play? How is young Freddie?
So Freddie is a little bit better. I managed to get him down to the homeopath yesterday. So he is feeling better. He's a strange child. He won't see a doctor.
No.
I had never heard of homeopathy at all until Freddie had glandular fever at the age of, what was he?
He was very young for
He
it,
was
wasn't
only
he?
like 4 or 5. He was really, really young. And I just watched my child just sort of disappearing before my eyes. It was awful, absolutely awful. And the NHS, bless them, they didn't know what to do. They just said, oh, give him some Calpol. And I said, well, how long is he going to be like this? Because he was literally withering away. And they said, oh, it could be months. I'm like, no. As a mother,
That is not an option.
That's not an answer I'm willing to accept. And it was my yoga instructor said, have you tried a homeopath? And I'm like, no, because I didn't know what one is. And so with a bit of rummaging around, I found one, thanks to my lovely hairdresser, Mandy. And lovely Barbara has been in our life ever since.
Yes.
And whilst the NHS, bless them, love the NHS, but on this occasion there was just nothing they could do. They just weren't set up for it.
No.
You know, their standard response with glandular fever is can't do anything.
No.
Barbara, I don't know what she gave him. I carried him in. He was that ill. He couldn't stand up. I carried him in. And she spent ages with him. And because she said, first of all, she doesn't do kids. She's like, no, I've got stuff in my house. Don't practice from home. Got stuff. No, don't do kids. I'm like,
he's not going to be running around.
I'm just boxing the bottom, by the way. And so she said, okay, bring him at 2:00. So I took him over at 2:00 and she spent an hour and a half with him. And I don't know what magic she gave him, but she said, do this for 3 days and talked to me again, checked up on, and then she gave me some more stuff to take us to day 6. And by day 9, he was back at school. It was amazing. Just completely better. It was just incredible. I've never known anything like it, and just everything that she said happened in the time frame that she said.
Oh, brilliant!
It was absolutely amazing. So I still don't, and I looked up what it is. I still don't actually understand what it is.
No.
Sometimes you don't need to know, do you?
No.
I just know that it works with my animals and it works with my children who don't know any better.
No, correct.
So I'm just like, well, okay. I think I was desperate for anything.
Me.
So now Freddie won't go to the doctor. Not that he really needs to.
But, you know, homeopath first and then doctor.
Yeah.
I'm
okay.
sure
I'm saving the NHS,
he would agree.
right?
He would agree to go where the need there.
So, but he's never needed to because it's always sorted it first, which has been fabulous. Now, here's a point. And for me, it's just magic. Like, I don't really know what it is, but that's fine. If you would like to, even my dad, who's like the biggest skeptic out, was like,
he really is.
Yeah. He's like, I can't deny what I've just seen.
Old school, no nonsense, Barry.
yeah, right. It was hilarious. If you want to put a firm base in this,
yes,
you could adhere that to your lining now. But then you also had an idea that you would probably just cover a bit of, you know, that interfacing that we had for the
buckram.
The buckram, for the bowls the other day, that you would, because one side is adhered to anyway, you can adhere to, and then you could just fold your fabrics under and just stitch around and just put one in the bottom.
I'd have a removable
should you
base.
wish,
so
that you'd have a removable one.
Yeah.
And that took me a little while to get my head around, not going to lie.
I've had quite a few bags with removable bases in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was fine. I got my head around it then.
Because then you can get it out and give it a good scrub, and it's probably the most likely area to ever have a spillage go onto it or whatever. In which case you could ditch it and pop another one in.
How's that unpicking coming along?
Oh, it's done. I'm just picking out all the threads now.
Oh,
the annoying
perfect.
bits of thread.
Because we're at that point now.
Well, I'm thinking I just want to keep this fabric on my lap.
To keep the fabric.
It's very beautiful.
Any time.
All the annoying bits of thread out the way
That's
for
all right.
you.
Emily can pick those out. Oh, careful of you.
Does help, doesn't it?
Yeah. Thanks, darling.
I'm attached to mine now.
Right, I'm going to pay attention this time. Thank you. Everyone should have a friendly unpicker. Okay, just the one side.
What? Oh, for crying out loud. It was me thinking I've diligently done both. I didn't realise you'd done 2 seams.
Oh, you know me with a sewing machine. I'm speedy, right?
Zoomed your way through. There's me like, oh, I've done that. Lovely.
You know how I said, go forwards and back as well? All the fun, everybody. Just talk amongst yourselves. Gemma, what's everyone saying?
Excellent.
Tell me. This is why we have you in the room for when I go wrong.
Well, you know.
That and for all the... You're like a producer for me, aren't you?
Well, that's one of the many hats I throw on in the morning, isn't it?
I love a good hat.
Yes, I do actually. I
You
really
really
love a hat.
do. You're like, if ever you go to a wedding and you need like a fascinator or anything else,
I get a
hatinator.
I do. So I like them where,
Is that actually a thing, or is that just a word that you've made up?
Probably me, but I think just a little
Is it a little
fascinator
bit-
with like a bit of a feather on a band isn't for me. It's got to be a proper, like a little spaceship on an angle, but on a band rather than, because I don't want it falling off. And if it's on a band, I can get my hair put up around it and it all clipped into place.
God.
I love it.
I love the fact that you actually... I mean, I can't imagine a life where I'd be that organised to actually manage to get to the hairdressers before such an event to get my hair put up.
No, I book it in.
You book it
It's
in, don't you?
important. Yeah.
It's at times
I'm
like
rubbish
that
with
I
hair.
wonder how we are friends.
Well, I'm rubbish with hair, so I can do
What
all
do
the
you
other
mean
beauty
rubbish
stuff
at hair?
myself, but I'm really bad at styling hair. And aside from
That's
anything
why
else...
you have a daughter that's always got immaculate hair. Can't she do stuff for you?
No, she's always too busy getting herself ready. Come on now.
Can you
But
start
holding-
like 3 weeks beforehand?
Well, possibly. But holding your hands above your head, especially when you've got fibros, that's really uncomfortable.
Okay, no.
So yeah,
I'll give you
it's the
that
one. It's the one thing I do treat myself to if we're going anywhere special is get my hair done. And
Do you know what though? Some people, as a thing, don't wash their own hair.
No, I know quite a few people. In fact, my friend Kelly, she has the most beautiful hair you've ever seen.
Right.
And she books in and goes to the hairdressers about every week to 10 days. And it stays perfect in between. They wash, blow dry and set her hair into like beautiful curls. She doesn't have to do anything with it.
Do you know what?
Mine had looked like it had been dipped
my
in chip fat.
ex-mother-in-law, Glam Pam, exactly the same,
Incredible.
has not washed her hair herself in like nearly 40 years.
But if you only had to do it every 7 to 10 days...
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
you know.
But I always wonder, because she's out walking the dog every day. Because, you know, that's why when Kirsty gives us the update at Wellingborough, I like to know, you know, what dog walking conditions Glam Pam is battling through. And, yeah, I like to know these things.
Yeah. It's
funny, we've got a new girl working with us now. And I had to drop the kids off. She was working with me over the bank holiday, getting the crate and craft. Lovely Izzy. And we had to go and drop the kids off because my mother-in-law came over to have the kids. And she did say to me, and I just call her Glam Pam. It's just.
Well, she is.
Because she is.
Yeah.
she looked at me afterwards. She went, "She is very glam, isn't she?" I was like,
very.
I know. And she ended up with me as a daughter-in-law, poor woman, who is not so glam. She must wonder.
You can pull glam out of the bag, you know.
Oh, yeah, but not on a daily basis. Not on it. It's a bit of an effort.
It is a bit of an effort.
Right, I'm going to try again. Can we just all double check that? Yeah, right sides together.
I'm not laughing.
Even dog walking, she's glam. Seriously.
It's impressive.
On the golf course, glam. Everywhere, glam. Just amazing.
She is, though. She really is.
Yeah. Some people manage that effortlessly, though, don't they?
Brilliantly.
Yeah, not me. I did get up the other morning and I just looked at my hair. I have quite curly hair, but not like, it doesn't go into tight curls anymore. It used to when I was younger. It doesn't really now. And I just looked at this wild mop of hair.
Accurate description right there.
I don't really know what to do with it. And then I woke up my daughter, who also was sporting a rather wild mop of hair. And I'm like, oh, love.
There she is.
I'm really sorry. I've given you that. I've given you that.
She does.
And there are
rock
certain
it, though.
climates in this country, like when I lived in Cornwall, quite a moist and damp atmosphere.
Yes.
Do you remember that Monica from Friends?
Yeah.
Do you remember the Hawaii scene? That's me. That was me when I lived in Cornwall.
All the fun.
All the time. All the time. Yeah. Those were the days. The big hair days. Beautiful.
The beach bag kits are now in the collection.
Ah, well
Who
done,
wants to-
Gemma.
who wants to
I've
poke
managed to
round?
stow stuff the right way round.
Well, this is all good.
We've told everyone how glamorous my ex-mother-in-law is, and we're all good.
Oh, Auntie
Do I have to
Krangle
call
are...
her an outlaw now?
Oh, possibly.
Is that what you have to call?
That's great. You're definitely an outlaw daughter. Yeah. So,
Is that what it is?
Auntie Lizzie Krangle, who is our
But that
resident
makes it sound like I
hairstyling
don't love
specialist.
her, and I love
oh,
my.
no, absolutely.
I love my outlaw.
You do. But yeah, Auntie Lizzie says, I had weekly clients came in. Some of them came in twice. Nice. I'd love that. Get your hair washed and styled twice a week. If I won the lottery, there's not many super ridiculous things I'd spend money on, I don't think. We've talked about this at length.
Oh, come on.
We
love the lottery game.
There's a lot of people we'd help. There's a lot of things we'd do.
Yeah.
We'd buy a property for each of the kids that they could either, you know, live in / rent out, have an income off, etc. That kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah, you'd do that for like
stuff.
all your family, wouldn't you? Make sure everybody was okay, had a house.
Absolutely. So we've done all of that. We've talked about just very modest things that we do. And I have said to him, though, I would go and get my hair washed and dried like a couple of times a week. And styled. That's the one thing I'd spend the money on that would be probably a bit frivolous. But I just would.
I would like to think of it as just supporting the economy.
Supporting the economy and, just nice. Just the treat. And a massage. I'd have a regular massage.
Oh, yeah, me too. That would be good. Right, turn your lining inside out. No, I mean the right way round. Inside out from how it was. By the way, if you want to, like the linen obviously has more texture and is thicker. So if you want that look, just interface this. Mm-hmm. You can do that. With a medium weight interfacing, you can do that. I don't really care about that. So I'm not going to. But if you're going to go to the bother of putting like a base in or anything like that, you can do that. Now.
Oh, this is going to look fabulous.
I know,
see those two together already. It's going to look great.
So, first things first, line up your top edges of your flappy bits. I'm not sure that I described them as flappy bits when I wrote the instructions yesterday.
I don't think we did.
I might have had better words, which is amazing given how tired I was yesterday.
And if not, that's where I intercept and put the better words in
I
sometimes.
know. We work as such a great team.
It's great.
Gemma.
We can look at each other's work and go, she didn't mean that, she meant this.
Yes.
Perfect.
All the good stuff.
Oh, Sylvia used to call her ex's family the Outlaws because they weren't married.
Oh.
Which is a good reason. And Claire Angeline says, my trick to looking great is to look rubbish 90% of the time. Then when I do make an effort, I brush up well.
Oh, there you go.
I think
That's the one then,
word to
isn't
the
it?
wise, isn't it?
That's the one. Yeah, just to surprise people. And they go,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh, you
don't
look
scrub up well."
fabulous.
Yeah,
Thanks. Yeah,
don't you
do,
scrub
thanks.
up well? It's like
Just
it's
today,
code for and look like a right old mess the rest of the time. I don't care. I've got stuff to do, and it doesn't involve looking in a mirror all the time.
Well, it's like when people see you and they go, oh, you're looking really slim. And you're like, how did I look last time I saw you? Oh. Jenny says, I have to admit, I've booked the hairdressers for the Monday before Festival of Quilts for a trim and highlight.
Yay!
You do that as well, don't you? You look at your diary with the hairdresser when you're booking your appointments forward and you go,
You do, darling.
that's just when I'm going on holiday, so I'll come in then, and you'll push it back a week or bring it forward a week if you've got something important on. Sorry, everyone, I've got a frog in my throat.
Right, I'm now going to, because I have actually left a turning through gap. I've done a few little pins here and there.
Oh, Cass has joined us.
Who has?
Cass.
Hey, Cass, how you doing? I think Cass is gradually returning to normal in her
Good.
life of drama. I'm going to stow from that point all the way up and across and then down to that point.
Nice.
And then I'm going to do it the other side. And then we're pretty much done. We've just got to put the handles in.
Great.
Hurrah!
Cass
So-
says, all this talk of haircuts, I'm desperate need of a haircut.
I know.
So she can get pigtails into her once pixie haircut.
Oh my
now.
goodness. I've got more roots than a vegetable patch.
Oh no, that's not a good thing.
I mean, when's it going to be a look? Well, I mean, it's my look, isn't it? It's just my look. I don't care. Right, so on that mark, on your marks, get set. So, making sure your right sides together, you know, all the stuff.
No, we're not jinxing, Cass. No jinxing. She says, surgeon's visits on Friday, please no jinxing.
No,
we're
we're not jinxing anything. So lovely Cass is the one responsible for the fabulous Lisa Chandler instructions that we get.
She is.
So whenever we go, because Lisa does her patterns slightly differently in Australia, she prints them off slightly differently. So Cass rearranges them, redoes them for us and how we do them over here.
She does.
And is, oh, in fact, Cass, I've got another list for you. I think the Black Magic bag is in there.
Beautiful.
Just while I remember.
It is, yeah.
Because Inga said that to me today. I'm like, oh, I can't even remember what that one looks like. And we've never demoed it.
No.
No?
Hang on, the Black Magic you did.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Did I?
William Morris.
Oh, I did
Flappy.
do
It was
that
the one with
one.
the little flappies.
Yes.
You had a flap
yes,
each
yes,
side.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Remember that now. Thank you, Gemma.
That's all right. Auntie Lizzie's chuckling away at the more roots than a vegetable patch. It made her laugh very loudly. And Margaret says, roots are a look, isn't it called a balayage?
A belly what?
A balayage.
I don't know, Margaret,
you
because you have all the
cannot hate
words
a
when I
balayage.
don't. What's a balayage?
But Debbie is much kinder. She says, you always look lovely, Natasha.
Oh,
Which
thanks,
is very
Debbie.
sweet.
Is that of the Holland variety?
Yes.
How's your leg? She's gone and broken her foot.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
oh, hang
not
on, I've come
good.
unthreaded.
Heal quickly.
Yeah, she went and, you know, did that dangerous thing of putting the dogs to bed.
Oh, Lo's joined us. She says, whatever look I've been going for lately, I have missed.
Oh, Lalo. She's missed. Missed the look.
She's missed the look. She always looks gorgeous as well, though, doesn't she?
Oh, I know. We've got a lot of very gorgeous viewers.
Oh, lovely Ginny Mackie says, when my pigtail gets to the right length, I donate it to charities which make wigs for chemo
Wow.
patients. That's so lovely.
Do you know what? Inga's hair could make a wig or two, couldn't it?
Could, yeah.
She's practically sitting on it now. She's got amazing hair, as Inga.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mine is... Remember my hairdresser once describing my hair? He said, it's like petals on a flower. He said, and some people have, you know, like great big lilies of the valley and great big sunflowers. He says, yours more daisy. I
Oh,
was like, thanks.
cheers.
So it's just never going to grow long. Never going to grow long. I was gutted.
Thank you very much.
Gutted. I've always wanted like long hair. Never going to be a thing.
But then I used the app, didn't I, the once to show you what you'd look like with long hair, and you didn't like it.
Did I not?
So no, I'll do it again later. I've got this clever app where you can press a button and it shows you what you look like with long hair, short hair, etc.
Was it not the one? I can't remember. I've always wanted long hair.
It was in your house that we took this picture and had a faff with it. We did it with Inga as well for a laugh. You can put makeup on people and things like that. It looked really funny.
Inga did look really funny with makeup. I do remember the Inga with makeup stuff.
Yeah.
Right, so now...
Like Aunt Sally.
Giggling to myself. I had to swallow a snort there, not going to lie. And what was the other thing? What's the other thing that we do? Right. Aww. Snipping these corners so that it reduces the bulk and all that malarkey. Turn it through. We're nearly there.
Beautiful. I suppose we'll say hello to our YouTubers, shall we?
Oh, hi YouTubers. Are they behaving themselves?
So Lovely is on here and she says, good morning, watching on holiday from the jacuzzi, but with a coffee, not champers. Too early.
What?
Yeah, too early for a
You're on holiday. It's never too early.
No, champagne breakfast on holiday, right?
Amazing.
And Megan says, good morning, still recovering from the weekend of making cream teas and barn dancing the night away.
Oh, we're
looking forward to getting back to some sewing. Well, it was lovely to have you with us.
Thought that was your Megan for a minute there. So I don't remember her barn dancing.
It says Megan Freeman and I thought it said Morgan Freeman at a quick glance. I got quite excited. Inga always thinks there's celebrities watching us. But you're all celebrities to us.
Quite a few Margaret Smiths,
We celebrate you all, yes. We celebrate you all.
We do
so that makes you all celebrities, I feel.
And
God, that looks great together.
And I do love the fact that we are, 2.5 years into Natasha Makes, and we still run around the warehouse and get excited by some of your orders. And go like, oh, look, they've put this together. It's so lovely. And we do. So we celebrate your orders as well sometimes.
We do. We do.
Look at this. Just saying.
Oh, Maureen says, hello, lovely evening in Australia.
Oh, hello in Australia. I'm going to press these tops and try and get these seams kind of, looking good. Look at them. I might even do it around the right way so that you can see, even if you are in Australia. I love that we've got Australian viewers.
I love it too.
It's great, isn't it?
It is great.
Ain't technology a whiz? Get all my rulers out of the way. Right, so what I'm looking for is just to have that seam at the top. And like I say, if you want a bit more oomph, you can interface this, by the way. Shift that over a bit. Whee!
Debbie's given an update on her foot. She says she's got 3 weeks left in her boot and then she's throwing it out.
Right.
She's managing to sew with her left foot.
Yes, no, I knew that. I did know that. And actually, it's quite nice sewing with your other foot once you get into the swing of it. Apart from the fact that I sew standing up.
No, this is true. There's a lot of people who don't like the hairdresser,
Really?
Well, they haven't been for whatever reason. Claire Angelina hasn't been since May 2020. Her husband cuts her hair straight across her back. She sections it off and then he just trims.
Okay.
Kirsty
Teamwork.
only goes to the hairdressers twice a year for a trim. She was made to have short hair on a short hair or a perm until she left school.
Wow.
So she's scarred for life. She leaves it au naturel for 6 months and then sometimes it's longer than that, and then she plucks up the courage to go and have a trim.
That's a little bit like my Mary Shufflebottom
It really
disaster, isn't it?
It really is. And Sylv hasn't been since she was 23.
What happens if Mary Shufflebottom ever watches?
Oh, I know.
I've
She'll get
berated
mentioned.
her for the
mullet.
Yeah. For the mullet.
No,
the
Sylv
mullet.
Sparkley's not been to the hairdresser since she was 23.
Wow.
Oh, I know.
Wow. I didn't dye my hair until I was over 30. And even then, it was only because I was 30? I was training for the Olympics.
Ah.
And I was outside all the time. But then in winter, I just got dark roots because there wasn't enough sunshine. But I was like white blonde in the summer. So I only did it to like even everything out. And then once you start, you kind of can't stop.
No, you can't
Right,
stop.
Shall we do something fabulous right now? So you've pressed everything. It's all looking A-OK. Right, I just wanted to check, Jen. I had a thought about this because I didn't know if it would also work with these.
Oh, with the oval
The
handle.
oval ones. So I think if you wanted to use oval bag handles instead,
They're lovely in the amber as well, aren't they?
That would probably work, but it's not what the pattern was written for. So I just wanted to have a little check. What I would like to do now is get one of my rulers back, spin my bag upside down and fold it over. This was the final thing. This was the final change that I made to my pattern, Gemma, yesterday, was I turned it over by an extra ½ inch.
Yes, so
because,
you can see it on the other bags.
Yeah.
I think we'll have a little peek.
So I then had to make the whole bag ½ inch longer because I liked all the proportions of everything else. I don't think I've done so many versions of anything. I've wanted to do this for so long and I really wanted to get it absolutely right. Are there going to be any prizes for guessing what my kids are going to go, what bags my kids are going to be going to school with tomorrow?
They're such lucky kids to have new bags. Such great fun. New bags all the time. Yeah, so Sylv says it's been 23 years since she was 23 and went to the hairdressers.
It's half a life.
Crikey.
Just think how much money she saved.
And Auntie Lizzie's never coloured her hair, which has got to be a world record for a hairdresser.
What?
How are you a hairdresser and don't colour your hair? Crazy.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, Ali Barton used to perm her own hair on really big rollers to give a soft wave. It covered a multitude of bad self-cuts, but she can't get perm kits now, though. This is the thing, you know. There's a lot of people out there creating all sorts of problems for themselves using professional products. So, yeah, they try not to trust you with things like perm kits anymore. Oh, Natasha, that looks gorgeous.
I'm quite excited.
Just
right.
Gorgeous.
Get you.
Throw everything on the floor.
Throw everything on the floor.
That's the first thing to do.
Now, put your handle under like this. Okay. People can get themselves in a bit of a tiz sewing round bag handles. Don't. It's super easy. If you want to, draw a line there so that you know where your fold is always coming to, do. But to be honest, if you've sort of pressed it nicely, you're going to be all right. But if you do want to make a few little markers, then do. We're going to take it to the machine and then we're just going to stitch all the way along there. Now, as we go, we're just going to keep rolling the handle towards us. But the key is to start with your foot inside the handle. That's the key. Do you want to see? So along we go. Everything's going okay, right? And then I get to here. Right, what do? I roll it. I get to here. What am I going to do? Roll it. Roll. Roll. So if you've ever been scared about sewing in round bag handles, please don't. Because really and truly, it's super easy.
I always used to sew these in by hand. I always used to sew these in by hand.
Ta-da! Done.
Look at that contrast edge.
I love the contrast edge. It would be such a shame to not have that.
Yep.
Because look how much fun that is.
Gorgeous.
So I'd always go with like a ditzy or the smaller print on the inside. And if you need to reverse it because you've spilt something on the outside or whatever, then that's up to you. But look at them. And then you just repeat on the other side. A few little pins. And that will be it. That will be it done. Done, done, done. And then, yeah, I will have to spend a couple of minutes just sewing up the inside. Just with a slip stitch. Nothing fancy schmancy. Just with a slip stitch. All right. There we go. you know what, this is going to look amazing in cafes as well, isn't it?
Oh, just gorgeous.
Ooh. Ooh. There's all your half meter heavens, and this was the other thing. I really wanted this to be half meter heaven friendly. We sell so many half meters. It's got to be that actually you can do this without having to add in anything too much. You know, pair of bag handles, couple of quid, pair of bag handles, and they bish bash bosh, you've got it. Or if you've got two designer fabrics like this that look rather fabulous together, treat yourself.
Silver made herself a little bit younger. She says, oh no, it hasn't. It's been 33 years, not 23.
Ah,
You see?
well, that's all right.
Vicky's decided that she's going to message her hairdresser. That's it. I'm messaging my hairdresser.
I've already messaged mine yesterday. I've got to decide whether or not I go short again.
Oh, do you remember yesterday Ali said that she'd made a bag like this for her cat? She used to carry her cat around in it. Do you remember? She said my Ashley cat bag had a padded lining, probably why he liked it so much, all nice and warm.
Amazing. But there you go. I mean, you can trim your threads and everything. But that is basically your bag. Done.
Bag du jour.
Bag du jour. Remember bag du jour? So yeah, just give it a little tug.
Fabulous.
There it is.
It's just beautiful. Oh, Mimsy's so jealous of her. I'm going to be stealing it.
You're not stealing my daughter's bag.
But
look!
great. Look at it.
Isn't it sweet? Isn't
Really
it sweet?
sweet.
And then you can really fill these with all sorts of goodies. They are so roomy because you've boxed that bottom. So
those have both got the wider contrast edge at the top, haven't they?
yeah,
But you've previously made them with a narrower one as
only
well.
by half an inch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this one's got it by half an inch less, so an inch and a half, and that one by an inch and a half. But it just means you don't see quite as much. So
The
it's just
half an inch, it makes a difference, doesn't it?
But I've
to the
changed it.
look?
I've elongated the pattern to allow for it.
Nice.
So it's all, so you still get the same size bag and everything. It's just that you get a little bit more. And there was room to do that within the half metre,
Lovely.
what have yous. So there you
Making
go.
the most of your half metre.
There they are. That'll be my kids tomorrow. Right, tomorrow. Oh, could you imagine doing it out of that? Oh, could you imagine it? Oh, Gemma. Tomorrow, yes. Tomorrow, Jane has got a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful quilt with beautiful,
She really
beautiful
has.
new fabrics. It's rather lovely. So I suggest you tune in, switch on, whatever it is you need to do, and see that tomorrow. Check out the website. The half metre free is
Yes,
still on there.
it is.
Should you wish to use that if you spend over £50.
Yes.
Spend over £50.
Oh,
Add
oh,
the. Oh,
we have a
you got
lady
it?
with a quilt.
Hey, Jane, go on. Do you want to see? Is there which way up? This way up.
I think it's the dark daisies in the corner.
If you love your flowers.
It's a beauty.
She's done it again.
It's a 9-patch, isn't it, Jane?
It's so much bigger
Just so
than
that
I
it's
thought
up,
than the photo that you sent. Look at that.
Yeah. Arms up, Tash. Arms up. Arms
She's
up.
only gone and done it.
It's gorgeous. And I love this pattern. And the great thing about it is it's all squares.
Perfect.
It's not complicated.
No.
It looks really effective,
so
but it's not.
effective.
But she'll tell you more tomorrow.
Whee!
Tash, did we, because I was very busy doing all the techie
Yes.
bits, did we show the llama panel with the...
No, I didn't.
Good.
No.
I thought I wasn't being mad, but I just wanted to check.
There's a llama panel. by the
There
way,
is a
just in
llama
case.
panel, everyone.
I don't wish to alarm you. But
Incidentally, if anyone has gone, oh no, I'd have added this, if you place a separate order and pop a note to say, please combine my orders,
Yeah.
of course we will. We'll combine them together and adjust your postage and refund you the difference.
which means
if
that
there
you
is
can
any.
get, and we've also got, if you can't decide amongst all of those, or you want to make these into 8 million llama based cushions
Mm-hmm.
or bags or anything, we've got fat quarter bundles of the whole collection,
We
but just
have.
minus the panel and minus this.
That, plus a fat quarter bundle,
Job
that'd
done.
be fabulous quilt.
It's amazing quilt. Be a fabulous, fabulous quilt.
Because there's your blocks. You
Yeah.
know, you sash those.
Just sash those with different colour of each thingy. Bish bash bosh,
Brilliant.
job done.
Just brilliant.
Just fabulous. So yeah, if you would like those, please do go for them. And of course, also your border print. Just love it all. I think this is also something that's Again, just sash it and it's done. I'd get a couple of those, if I'm honest, and we'll cut it in a continuous unit. Could you imagine? Just tick, 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 tick.
Stunning.
Lovely. Backed with a little bit of
Stunning.
fleece. Cuddle blanket, done.
Yeah.
Right, we will see you here tomorrow, bright and
We
early,
will.
10 o'clock. We'll see you then. Thank you ever so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.